Hello, we are on the Real Programming channel. My name is Andrei. This is our fourth lesson. I greet you. Meanwhile, back at menu. Let's go. So, let's talking about there are no dumb questions. I get the editor, but what browser am I supposed to be using? There are so many Internet Explorer, Chrome, Firefox, Opera, Safari. What's the deal? The simple answer: use whatever browser you like. HTML and CSS are industry standards, which means that all browsers try to support HTML and CSS in the same way. Just make sure you are using the newest version of the browser for the best support. The complex answer: in reality, there are slight differences in the way browsers handle your pages. If you got users who will be accessing your pages in a variety of browsers, then always test your web page in several different browsers. Some pages will look exactly the same, some won't. The more advanced you become with HTML and CSS, the more these side differences may matter to you. And we'll get into some of these subtleties throughout the book. Any of the major browsers, Internet Explorer, Chrome, Firefox, Opera, and Safari will work for most examples, except where noted. They are all modern browsers with great HTML and CSS support. And as a web developer, you will be expected to test your code in more than one browser. So we encourage you to download and get familiar with at least two. I am creating these files on my own computer. How am I going to view this on the web? That's one great thing about HTML. You can create files and test them on your own computer and then later publish them on the web. Right now, we're going to worry about how to create the files and what goes in them. We'll come back to getting them on the web a bit later. Meanwhile, back at menu. Okay, now that you know the basics of creating a plain text file, you just need to get some content into your text editor, save it, and then load into your browser. Start by typing and in the beverages straight from the CEO's napkin. These beverages are the content for your page. You'll be adding some HTML markup to give the content some structure in a bit. But for now, just get this basic content typed in. While you're at it, go ahead and add Starbucks coffee beverages at the top of the file. Type in the info from the napkin like this. Or this. Look at the screen. Okay. Saving your work. Once you type it in the beverages from the CEO's napkin, you're going to save your work in a file called index.html. Before you do that, you'll want to create a folder named Starbucks to hold the site's files. To get this all started, do save from the file menu and you'll see a Save As dialog box. Then here's what do you need to do. First, create a Starbucks folder for all your Starbucks related files. You can do this with the New Folder button. Click here to create a new folder. It's for Windows. When you save, make sure UTF-8 is selected for the encoding on both Mac and Windows. Don't worry about UTF-8 for now, we'll come back to that later. Create new folder. There, here, click to save here. Step. Next, click on the newly created Starbucks folder and then enter index.html as the file name and click on the Save button. Click there. Okay, open your web page in a browser. Are you ready to open your first web page? Using your favorite browser, you choose Open File or Open User Windows 7 and Internet Explorer from the File menu and navigate to your index.html file. Select it and click Open. On the Mac, navigate to your file and select it by clicking on the file icon and then on the Open button. Windows. In Windows, Internet Explorer is a two-step process. First, you'll get the Open dialog box. Click Browse to get a Browse dialog and navigate to where you saved your file. Take your page for a test drive. Success! You got the page loaded in the browser, although the results are a little unsatisfying. But that's just because all you've done so far is go through the mechanics of creating a page and viewing in the browser. And so far you only typed on the content of this web page. That's where HTML comes in. HTML gives you a way to tell the browser about the structure of your page. What structure? As you already seen, it is a way of marking up your text so that the browser knows what's hidden. What text is in a paragraph, what text is subheading, and so on. Once the browser knows little about the structure. Depending on your operation system and the browser, often you can just double-click the HTML file or drag it on top of the browser icon to open it. Much simpler. So, let's add that structure. Markup magnets. Your job is to add structure to the text from the Starbucks napkin. Use the fridge magnets at the bottom of the page to mark up the text so that you indicated which parts are headings, subheadings, and paragraph text. We've already done a few to get you started. You won't need all the magnets below to complete the job. Some will be left over. Use this magnet to start heading. Use this magnet to the end of heading. Use this magnet to start up heading. This magnet end up subheading. Use this magnet to start a paragraph. Use the magnet to end the paragraph. Congratulations! You just written your first HTML. They might have looked like fridge magnets, but you very rarely marking up your text with HTML. Only, as you know, we usually refer to the magnets as text. Check out the markup below and compare it to your magnets on the previous page. Use the H1 and H1 text to markup hidden. All the text in between is the actual content of the heading. The H2 text go around the subheading. And think of an H2 heading as a subheading of an H1 heading. The P and text go around a block of text that is a paragraph. That can be one or many sentences. Notice that you don't have to put matching text on the same line. You can put as much content as you like between them. Are we there yet? You have an HTML file with markup. Does that make a web page? Almost. You've already seen the HTML, head, title, and body text, and we just need to add those to make this a first-class HTML pages. First, surround your HTML with HTML text. Look. This tells the browser the content of the file is HTML. Next, add head text. The head contains information about your web page, like its title. For now, think about it this way. The head allows you to tell the browser think about the web page. Go ahead and put the title inside the head. The title usually appears at the top of the browser window. The body consists of the body, text, and everything in the between. Keep your hand about separate when writing HTML. The body contains all the content and structure of your web page, the parts of the web page that you see in your browser. So, and this is our fourth lesson over. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel, please. Put likes, share with friends, comments, Eat bananas, chocolate, and nuts. Drink more water for the effective work of our brains. Bye.